Hello, beautiful lady over 40. It's Dr. Stephanie, and I wanted to tell you something really fast about how to stop the achiness, right? The joint pain, the shoulder pain, the back pain. I know a lot of women are experiencing that, but you might think that that's part of menopause or that menopause word. And I'm here to completely debunk that. So let's talk about what's creating this challenge for you, this pain. Now, right now, I'm wearing a knee brace because I actually fell and hurt myself. But for a lot of women over 40, knee pain is something that happens random. Would you believe you might be causing the problem and not even knowing it? So here's what this video is about. Knee pain, low back pain, shoulder pain that you might be causing. So let's get right to it. Women over 40 have a tendency, not all, but a lot, I'll put myself in a category, we have a tendency to stress eat. And stress eating makes us feel so much better. I mean, ice cream, that's my go-to happy thing. But let's talk about what those foods are doing to our bodies. So for instance, if you like cake and cookies, chocolate chip is my favorite, crackers, pretzels, things that are made by a wheat flour, that creates inflammation. And inflammation is painful. And that's what's basically causing your knee pain. And there's a way that you can tell how this is happening. Because when you start to feel the knee pain, you'll also notice a few other things. You'll notice that you have a hard time falling asleep. You'll also notice that your skin might be drier than normal. You might notice that there's ridges on your fingernails. You might notice that you're a little crabby, like you don't want to be bothered, and you're just like not a happy person. And so what you do is you grab for that food that makes you feel alive. Well, what that food is doing, if it's a carbohydrate made with wheat flour, which is a gluten, it's causing your thyroid gland to slow down. And as your thyroid gland slows down, you start to deposit more calcium in the tissues. As you get more calcium in the tissues, your joints start to rub together, everything gets dry, and then inflammation starts. So what would be the best way to stop this joint pain? Number one, cut out the carbs. But that is not as easy as we say. I understand the carb thing. The easiest way to stop the joint pain is to get to the root cause of the problem that makes you feel like you need the carb to make you feel better, so your knees won't start to get inflamed and eventually start to hurt. Well, how do you do that? Get a coach. Because what a coach can do is help you see the blind spots and overcome those triggers of past traumas, so you will not need to feel the desire to soothe yourself. Right? That's what we're doing. We're soothing ourselves, but we don't realize that the consequence is additional pain, which causes us to want to soothe ourselves some more, and it actually becomes a vicious cycle. So what I would say is, let's get to the root cause of the problem. Like the cause of, why do I need ice cream? Well, sometimes I need ice cream because I had a bad interaction with somebody that I absolutely love, and I don't know how to get over to them that they're not doing the right thing and their behavior is causing me discomfort. I don't always know how to process that reality. And if I haven't evolved into the version of myself that understands the world a little bit better than I did when I was younger, then I'm gonna feel uncomfortable, and I don't want no smoke. I don't want to do any confrontation with this person. And so in that turn, I may start to say, I'm gonna just eat a piece of cake. And before you know it, it feels good. And that piece of cake or those cookies are just something that you have that one time, but you find yourself eating it over and over. And before the week is out, you might have had 70 cookies and 8 pieces of cake. It's like, oh my God. And then that Friday afternoon, when you get home from work, all of a sudden you say, my back is hurting, my knees are hurting, everything is hurting. Why is it? It was those cookies. It was the cake. And so I want you to get out of that loop. I want you to start feeling like you have control over this thing, because it's not menopause. And I've said it in several videos. Being coach or coaching is not glamorous, but it's absolutely rewarding. And if you're feeling any of these things that I just mentioned, chances are you need a third You need a third eye perspective on what's happening with you, and I can absolutely give you that insight. As a matter of fact, not only can I give you that insight, I could coach you through it. Because if you're going through it, I can honestly tell you I've been through it. I've passed through the door. I've taken thousands of women with me, and now it's your turn. So no need for a knee replacement. There's no need for surgery. There's no need for all of the things that people do to us as women over 40 when we start complaining about something is feeling off. Well, the off thing is your emotions. It's your inability at the moment to be a little bit disempowered in how you handle emotional responses. And when we go and we lean on carbohydrates and foods that make us feel good, that has a return in investment that is not good for us. In addition to that, it adds the parasitic load, which will give you gas and bloating and indigestion and that belly bloat that women are trying to get rid of. And it will also create a dynamic where you just don't want to feel, you don't feel like yourself. You don't want to be bothered. So if you're experiencing all of this and some, I suggest you click the link below, book a free strategy session with me, and I would be more than happy to explain all this to you for your personal circumstance and coach you through the process. All right, so if you like this video, click the link below, like and share. Until next time, be well.